Yo, what's good? What's good? Who all in here? Drop a comment. Let me know that you in here. Tap in with your boy. You know we gotta shoot the shit about 50 and T.I., bro. We gotta talk about that. Like, for sure, we gotta talk about it. So if y'all in here right now, tap in with me. Let me know that you in here. No, get out, mama. Get out. Somebody said the Harris family murking 50. King stole the beef. Now when you say that he T.I. family murking 50, are you saying just based off of the music? Or what? Yeah, like based off of the music that they've been dropping lately, is that what's murking 50? Or do you think that like career lineup, like T.I. is murking 50? Like you just gotta just specify, let me know what you mean by that. Also, you say yes. All right. Yeah, I definitely feel like they've been putting out some diss tracks. They've been throwing little shots here and there and little songs. Like King, he's been doing the same thing. Yeah, me too. Yeah, me too. I'm talking about the rap beat too. Like they they've been taking little shots here and there. King definitely. But it's been some back and forth for sure. I ain't gonna lie though. I think I think the part that stands out to me the most, I feel like it was who actually needs the beef. Like I think that's what I'm paying attention to. Like with 50, he don't need that shit. He ain't need to do a versus. There was no need to. Like what the fuck he need to do that shit for? And somebody made a good point. Somebody that I follow, they was talking about, it was like, if he really wanted to do it, he would have did it whenever the wave was real hot. So I really don't think he care about that shit. We gonna look past that grunt Alexander. Dude trying to be funny. Nah. All right, bro. I got one of my homies in here. I'm pretty sure that's him because he know we be talking about that female all the time. Somebody said, "Fuck Iran. We gonna stay out of the politics, bro. I don't want nothing to do with that. We got all kinds of people, watching my content in here. I don't want nothing to do with that." 50 put himself in a position where he has to respond. Okay, all right. Somebody said, "Shut the fuck up, fat ass." Wow, they can tell I'm fat from here. That's crazy. Anime editor edition. Wow, he don't even have a real picture up, but he gonna call somebody else a fat ass. Anyways, moving on. Black people don't got shit to do with that gay ass war. Damn. Somebody said, "Yo, I'm sorry." Somebody said, "Nose rings on men is zesty as fuck." Okay. If you need a moderator, let me know. I troll people. I'm sorry. Oh man, it's funny to read some of these comments. Even if they about me, I don't even care, bro. Like, yeah, I got a nose ring. Oh fucking well. I know my position in this life. I know what I like. So I'm pretty confident on that end. Um, but yeah, as far as like back to the beef though, man. So somebody had made a good point. You know, they were talking about how 50 don't really need this. Ti needs it more because of, you know, he's promoting his album or some shit. He's supposed to be releasing a new album, right? So a lot of people feel like it has to do with that end, the reason why Ti is going at him. But the disrespect though, talking about 50's dead mom. How y'all feel about that? Like, if somebody spoke about your dead mom, would you then pursue this beef at that point? Would you start putting out some shit, you know what I'm saying? Or would you be silent just like 50? You know, because I've always been taught, never let somebody trick you out your position, right? So I feel like this is one of them positions that I feel like this is something that T.I. is trying to get. He's trying to get a reaction out of 50 at this point. He just wants something. But yeah, I do feel like, yeah, 50 did start it. He definitely started. He always started. Um, Somebody said this is stupid. Well, I don't really find it to be stupid because, like I've told y'all several times, for the people that are in here that probably watch my lives, I love music, and specifically hip hop music. So whenever I do anything, it's gonna be all based solely off of that. I like music. I like hip hop music, so I'm all in tune with that shit, regardless of whether anybody else agree or not. I don't really give a shit. Yeah, you're right. Talking about people that don't know my name, but you're also in my live and you don't know who I am, and you're watching my shit and you're engaging on a situation that you don't care about. That really sounds idiotic, bro. I'm gonna just be honest. You sound like a whole idiot. How you gonna join somebody's live talking about some shit you don't care about and comment talking about how you don't care about it and how stupid it is? What does that make you? I do feel like T.I.'s son had every right to do what he did. I agree. I thought about it after a while. It took me a minute, but you know, ain't nobody about to talk about my mama. All right, man. I'm about to do something. So, somebody, somebody's username is, or somebody's name is the one and only milk lover. Outside of the name though, like I really I can't give you nothing positive to help, bro. Like, to be honest with you, like losing somebody through cancer is a tough situation all around. Really the only thing I could tell you to do is just take it a day at a time. That's all you can really do. You know, every day it gets a little bit easier to move forward. It's not gonna be easy, period. But you can only take it a day at a time. That's all you can really do. I lost my grandfather through cancer. And I had to watch him wither away, man. That shit sucks, bro. So to anybody that's lost anybody to cancer or dealing with that shit right now, man, shout out to y'all. Shout out to your family. You know, keep your head up and just take it a day at a time. That's all I could tell you to do. Um, you see, man, these comments be coming in. I can't even. Two millionaires beefing is silly. Well, um, Sir Jiggy with it. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. Like, yeah, they're millionaires and they're beefing and it's very stupid. But think about all the money that they're generating through this situation. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of money to be made, and sometimes people use these rap beats as a way to make money. So it sounds stupid, but they filling up their pockets right now. To be honest with you, that's the truth. Yeah, it sure has. So if you're a big fan of hip hop in general, like that's just what's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a competitive thing. It's no different from a sport. You know what I'm saying? You play basketball, you play football, you know, it's not that you hate the other person, you know what I'm saying, but you just don't want them to win. So, you know, hip hop is really like a sport in its own sense. Like it's competitive. It's always been that way. You know, it's obviously has its reasons for why it exists, but as far as like the competitive nature behind it, man, that shit has always been that way. Um, yeah, it's just the plot to make money. And in some instances, man, some of this shit get out of hand. Like, you know, obviously with the whole Tupac and Biggie thing, but for the most part, man, it's just a plot to make money. That's it. Nah, I wouldn't say that 50 is winning because he's rich. I say he's winning because he's more composed. And you know, in any situation where there's a fight, anything like that, it's usually always the person that's more composed and calm that you need to be worried about. That's how I look at it. Rap hip hop is garbage. Garbage. Somebody said, nah, mad respect in rap, whatever you say. Why rappers never go after racism? They do. There's plenty of artists that talk about that. There's plenty of them. Somebody said he losing because he is a rapper refusing to rap. Well, I don't know what to call 50 anymore, you know what I'm saying? Because he's now became like an entrepreneur all the way around. Like he a businessman now. Like he's not really he don't have to do music if he don't want to. And I think that's the crazy part. Like he don't need it. He don't need it. Like the only time I feel like 50 is gonna make music if it's gonna benefit his pockets. If it's not benefiting his pockets, that man is not making music. Somebody said you got a booger on your nose. No, that's a nose ring. Fucking dumbass. Why do you cats put a stud in your nose? That's like a female thing. Females look terrible with it too. Damn, boy, y'all focus on my nose ring. That motherfucker is big though, huh? Okay, all right. Status Boom said that lyrically Ti is better than 50. Damn. Um, I I don't know. I don't know how to say that, man. I've heard some old tracks from 50 before he got shot, man, and that nigga can rap, bro. He can rap. I think he put himself into a position of where he became more commercial, so he had to make a lot of like commercial style music. But 50 can rap. I don't know that Ti can rap too. Don't get me wrong, Ti can definitely rap, but I don't know, man. I don't know, bro. That's a tough one right there for me. I don't know who to choose between the two when it comes down to like who's better lyrically. You know, I've heard a lot of 50 Cent's commercial stuff. We all have, so you know, automatically we're gonna put him below that pole. But when it really comes down to it, you gotta dive into a lot of his old shit. And you know, that joint nobody likes me, but that's okay, cause I don't like y'all anyways. And I don't like y'all anyways. Fuck all y'all. Yeah, that nigga was getting off on that shit. Uh, Let me see something here. I kind of skipped some stuff. Sir Jiggy with it said, name one black rapper beefing with the white man. Mm, I don't know. I mean, not off the top of my dome, I can't name nobody. That's for sure. Yeah, off the top of my dome, I can't name nobody. Somebody said black rappers are Uncle Toms. Damn, boy, y'all really don't like rappers, especially black ones, huh? Somebody said the only black rappers that don't like white men are lying for their masters. Okay. No, it's not rappers, it's blacks. We're sick of blacks. I love rappers. Big Crit. Yeah, shout out to Big Crit, man. Dude can rap too. He's somebody that don't get the credit he deserved, to be honest with you. Yeah, I think 50 Cent he don't play fair. He don't play fair. You know, nigga over here thinking about let's do a song and let's go at each other and see who's the better rapper. This nigga ain't playing fair. He don't give a shit about none of that. This nigga wanna see you financially suffer. He want he wants your ass to go back broke again. And that's the type of person you don't want to play with. Like, nah, nigga, I'm here now. Like, I ain't trying to leave just like you not. Like, nah, bro, we done made some money. Let's keep it that way. But that nigga don't play fair. Everybody that know how 50 is, that nigga do not play fair. Damn, bro, what is it with y'all and how y'all feel about black rappers? Why is everybody shooting shots at black rappers, bruh? What up, Lano? What up, Lano? Yeah, 50 Cent definitely petty, bro. He petty for sure. That's why I would never beef with that nigga. I don't want no smoke with him. Just keep me away from that nigga as far as possible because he is very petty. I mean, damn, the documentary should have proved that. Like, damn, this nigga did a whole documentary on Diddy, bro. Like, and then afterwards, now he beefing with T.I. I won't even say that 50 is beefing with T.I. It's T.I. that's beefing with 50. Hell, T.I.'s whole family beefing with 50 right now. Somebody said, Sir Jiggy with it said, I'm black, so why not tell the truth? All right, so we're gonna get into that convo, Sir Jiggy with it. Let's talk about it. So why do you feel like every rapper is a stereotype? Every black rapper, let me just put it that way. Every black rapper, do you feel like every black artist is a stereotype? Every one of them? Or is there some that you look at and you like, man, you know, I think I don't think they a stereotype. Boy, y'all be trying to get off on live. Mm. Yeah. Um Eric Johnson said that leave that motherfucker alone. Yeah. I mean, hell, it seemed like T.I. and them been trying to dig into things about 52, but I don't think they're gonna find too much that 50 hasn't already covered up himself. He wouldn't be in this position if he felt like somebody could get to him in that way. I feel like he's way too calculated for that. I'm gonna just be honest with you. So you can't really target 50 in that degree because he's doing all that shit because he knows that he can't be touched in that way. In that way. Yeah, I think T.I. need to leave this one alone. And I think that's the part that, you know, Marlon Wayans learned as well. You know, his whole family was like, shit, we got a whole family in this entertainment industry. And no telling what kind of shit they involved in, the Wayans. I don't really, hey, Marlon especially, right? So, you know, he chose to back out of it for a reason. Obviously, he's a comedian, so this ain't really a beef for him. But I do think that people see things that we don't really see in the entertainment industry, and 50 Cent is a bully. He is a big ass bully in the entertainment industry. He don't care about nobody, not even his own. That's another thing. So they've been targeting that man about his kids too, right? You know he got a son. He got his older son, bro. He don't even fuck with his older son. So, you know, obviously the whole media lineup is T.I.'s the family man. He got his kids and 50 don't. Yeah, I thought it was crazy that his son a long time ago. I'm sure some of y'all remember this, but a long time ago, his son had said something. Hey yo, Lano, if you still in here, bro, I'm gonna have to hit you about some shit. We ain't gonna talk about it on live, but I'm gonna have to hit you about some shit afterwards. Um, but yeah, so 50 Cent, apparently his son was complaining about receiving $6,000 a month. Now, anybody that's in here know that you can do a lot with $6,000, unless you got a crazy ass lifestyle that you trying to live. But you can do a lot with $6,000. For real, it is. 6K a month is crazy. Shit, if I had 6K a month just coming in off of like just being thrown at me. Like I ain't gotta work for it, I ain't gotta do shit. Just 6K just giving it to me just because I exist. Like, come on, bro. You could take that money and flip it. If you're a real hustler, you could take that money and flip that shit. Turn that shit into way more. Especially if you getting it every month. 6K every single month. Come on, bro. That's $70,000 a year. Somebody said 610 a month would be great. Shit, I feel you. Yeah, you getting 6K a month, bro, and it's just being thrown at you. You gotta take that money and figure out something else to do with it. You gotta flip that shit. You gotta do something because that's a lot of money, bro, just to be thrown at you. You ain't working for it. See, a lot of people look at 6K and they probably like, man, that ain't a lot of money, especially coming from somebody like 50. But come on, bro, that's money that you're not working for. If you out there really hustling and you got your own bag coming in, that 6K added to that, you really making money then. You got money that you could save up, you could put it to the side, you could do all kinds of things and flip that shit. But I don't know, man. I guess his son ain't really got that hustler spirit that his dad got. Cause I'm sure 50 would have flipped that shit. Yeah, use it to start your business. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, 6K is a decent amount. For somebody that's living by themselves, ain't got no kids. What? 6K is a good amount. Um, yeah, I don't know how I feel about that shit, man. That shit bothered me hearing. I was like, 6K. So it's kind of like, it's one thing because I know King has been trying to link up with 50 Son and shit. They trying to go all the way through with this shit. So King been trying to link up with 50 Cent's oldest son. Hold on. Where you going? Huh? Come back over here. I hear him. What you mean he can't move? Don't go behind that house, mama. Sorry, y'all. See what I'm saying? So Justice 528, man, he said I worked that a month, 84 to 100 hours a week. Good God. And see, that's what I'm saying. Just to get 6K a month, that's how much hours he got to put in. 50 Cent son was going to get that, and he wasn't even going to have to work for it. He was just going to give him that a month. 6K, here you go, every single month, 6K. Like I said, that's $70,000 a year. Come on, bro. I know, but in his mind, he like, yo, you a millionaire, dad. Like 6K. But I mean, shit, it is what it is. Nah, Anthony, what did Charleston White say about King and T.I.? I know, wait a minute, he called him. I watched the video a while back. He was talking about how T.I. need to get control of his delinquent son. And then he called him tipster. He called him a tipster. He called him by his government too. He said Clifford. Tip and toe tip. Tip and toe tip. Tip and toe tip. That's funny as hell. Tip and toe tip. Boy, I ain't never heard that shit before. Shit. Tip and toe tip. Well, that nigga's stupid as hell for that. He is stupid as shit for that. Boy, that nigga's stupid for that. Damn, I burned my eye. That shit hurt. Tip and toe tip. Hey, yo, appreciate the sub. Tip and toe tip. Oh, shit. Oh, man. Y'all funny as hell for that one, bro. Who's smoking cocaine? Who's smoking? You talking about me? No, I ain't smoking no cocaine, bro. I ain't smoking no cocaine. I don't do that. Yeah, that ain't what I do. My boy, I don't do that. I definitely don't do that. I ain't never touched that shit a day in my life. I'm just on live. There's just certain things I can't do. Somebody said no father figure. Get off EBT, yo. It's weed, never mind. It is. But yeah, nah, you good, bro. I don't do no cocaine. I don't take nothing from it because I ain't no need to get mad about something that ain't true. Oh shit, man. Exactly. That's me all day. Can't get this shit to light. Let's see, Seattle here. Shout out Seattle, man. Somebody said, said I smoke cocaine. School who said that? I'm offended. Damn. Somebody said, shut up, crackhead. I don't know. I guess they was talking to me. I don't know. Or maybe somebody else. Uh Somebody said Marissa a crackhead. All right, we gonna stop, bro. We gonna stop. We gonna get off of that. We not gonna keep talking about crackheads and shit. So all right, so like drop a comment right now. We gonna change the topic, bro. I don't want to hear it. Drop a comment right now. Let me know who y'all got in this beef. If they was to go at it rapping lyrically, just rapping, period. Who y'all got? 50 Cent or T.I.? If they was just to start dropping, if 50 Cent was just to start dropping bars, start rapping, who y'all got? 50 Cent or T.I.? Who y'all think is lyrically better? Damn. Somebody said, damn, a lot of people said 50. A lot of people said 50. Damn. Damn. Somebody said I'm a Deontay Wilder lookalike. Man, shut the hell up. No, I am not. Damn. Somebody said M writes all of 50 shit. Somebody asked me, am I smoking? Nah, I don't smoke no crack, cocaine. I don't smoke cigarettes. I don't do none of that. Oh shit. I feel you on that one. I like doing it whenever I do live. Because it's nice to come on here and shoot the shit with y'all and just talk to y'all like y'all family. So I like doing it whenever I'm on live. It gets me calm and chill. All right, somebody asked who y'all got in the actual fight. So if T.I. and 50 were to fight, who y'all got? Come on, man. We already know. I already know who I got. I'm going with 50 all day because I know that nigga can fight. People say T.I. got hands too, but I don't know. We ain't really seen no videos though of 50 Cent fighting though. We've only heard about it. He did say that he could box and shit like that. So only for that reason I would go with 50 Cent. See, somebody else said it. Somebody said that 50 used to be a boxer. Somebody said T.I. got whipped by Flip. Yeah. Hey, somebody correct me if I'm wrong. So y'all seen that picture and shit going around on social media, right? Of that picture with 50 Cent's supposed mom. Is that really 50 Cent's mom? Like y'all let me know in the chat. Let me know. Like I'm sure y'all seen the same picture I seen because they've been talking about putting this shit on shirts and shit. I think King posted it. So was that really 50 Cent's mom? Because I've never really, I don't think I've ever seen a picture of her. Damn, so that's really his mom for real? No, stop playing. Okay. Yeah, yeah, I heard about her being a big deal in New York, but I didn't know that was his mom for real. Like I did not expect that. That was a picture I didn't expect. You know, cause I done seen Get Rich or Die Trying, you know what I'm saying? We all done seen that movie, so we seen the person depicted in there, and she looked nothing like that. Like I thought they would at least try to, you know, get somebody that would kind of look similar to the way his mom was built if there was gonna be a person to play his mom, but damn. But I know she died a long time ago. I know that. She was killed, right? I know about that, but I just didn't know what she looked like. Somebody OG Kunta cuz. Bro, I got two jobs, bro. I got two jobs. Two. And I'm a truck driver. Hey, I can't change your mind on how you think I look. It is what it is. My mom pretty as fuck, so I don't care. But outside of that, when it comes down to it, bro, I work. I hustle. I get mine. And this is another hustle of mine. So shut the fuck up and enjoy this entertainment, bitch. What y'all doing? What y'all doing? Get away from the wood. I hit y'all with one of them BRBs. I'll be right back. Yeah, people think they think I'm cap. Hold on. I'm gonna show y'all. Hold up. Let me show y'all something. Y'all think it's a game. Hold up.
No, I want some of these glasses.
Hold
Look,
on.
it's got a camera in them. Are you still on?
Yeah.
Hi, live. Hi, IQns. Wait, are you recording?
Yes. All right, y'all. Since y'all think I'm cap, let me tell y'all something. So, homie was like, "Get a job, right?" He said, "Get a job." He said, "Get a job, right?" Let's see. I don't wanna show all my info, so I can't show y'all everything. But you see that license, Florida license. You see that? What does it say? CDL, right? It says CDL, right? I can't show you everything on there because I don't want all my info out, but that's my license. People always talking about get a job just because they see somebody on live, they think they don't do shit else but sit on live. Motherfucker, you tripping, bro. There's more than one hustle, bro. What they say? What did they say? What did the old heads say back in the day? There's more than one way to skin a cat. That's what they say, right? There's more than one way to skin a cat. You ain't got to be on live all day to just get money, bro. Um, The real life of Brian. Who is the real life of Brian? People like to get on live and just talk shit, bro. I think it's funny though. You you know, it's so crazy to hear a person that gets on somebody else's live and tell them to get a life. It's like you watching my life telling me to get a life. Meanwhile, what are you doing with your own life? You on my live with your life, watching my life. Like, what, bro? Like, get the fuck out of here, bro. Y'all are lame as hell. You get up early in the morning with me to get on my live to tell me to get a life. You must not have a life. You got to tell somebody else on their live to get a life. You don't even have to watch my live. You literally choose. You make that choice to click my shit. Nobody forces you to get on it. You choose that. And then you get on my live and you talk shit. Like, come on, bro. Like, y'all just been, y'all some bullshit. Um, let's see. Yeah, people just want some attention. We're gonna leave that alone though. Um, exactly. Just keep scrolling. Just keep scrolling. You don't have to watch it. It's crazy, right? Dragon Wolf, you get it. You get it, right? It don't make no sense. You gonna get on somebody else's live early in the morning with them to then tell them to get a job. Like, what are you doing? What the fuck are you doing? Quinn, I'm gonna be honest with you. I definitely a while when I first started, because I've had my CDL license for over 10 years now. When I first started driving, I truck driving wasn't a thing for me. I just did it just to make money and take care of my family. But um it just never was in the thing that I was like, man, I'm gonna start a business with it, because I really don't like it. I'm gonna just be honest with you. I hate being away from my family and shit like that. I don't like that stuff. But I do it because I have to. You know, it makes money. But starting a fleet, you know, it's a lot of shit that goes into it. And that's the part that I feel like if you're gonna do something in life, make sure you love it or enjoy it. And if there's no full out enjoyment behind it, it's gonna show whenever it's time to do the work. And for me, that's what I thought about. And I was just like, nah, this might not be in the cards for me. Uh nah, bro, it is somebody said they called telling him to get a job. They ain't cold. It would be one thing if it was true. It'd be one thing if I didn't have a job. It would be one thing if I didn't have a job, but I know my current situation. See, a lot of people elaborate off of a homeless video that I created, but don't even fully understand why I chose that life. But I think that's hilarious. And some of the people get on here, they don't even know who I am. They just saying some shit. So you just kind of have to ignore people. And I'm about to get to that point. Don't worry. Somebody said Tiny was wrong for coming out of the house with that dress on, and not just her, but somebody had to tell her that BBL is trash. But hey, Tip, defend her, defend your wife. Hmm. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I hate. That's another thing too. I remember a long time ago, when I first started truck driving, I was in Memphis, Tennessee. I had just crossed into there too. It was like maybe 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. I was tired as fuck. Like, I had been falling asleep behind the wheel. I had to get out the truck. For the people that's in this live right now, that's truck drivers, y'all know what I mean. When you tired, you exhausted, you behind the wheel dozing off, you pull over, you get out the car, you start jumping jacks, you start shaking around, hitting your head and shit, trying to stay awake. Yeah, that was me at that time in the morning crossing into Memphis. And I got to the stoplight. There was a truck driver in front of me, and these girls came running at his truck, like trying to get in there, like they was trying to open his passenger door up and shit. He just fucking drove the fuck off. Like the light was still red. He didn't give a fuck. And when I seen that, I did the same shit. I didn't care either because my door was unlocked. And although I have the button and shit, my shit did not work. My luck, right? My shit did not work. So I drove the fuck off too. I'm not gonna let these females get in my truck. Like, right? The only problem with that was the issue that I had an issue with was the age. The girls that was out there, bro, they didn't even look like they was like older than 13 years old, bro. They running up to people's trucks and shit. And it's sad, man. I hate seeing shit like that when I go into certain, areas and shit. When you driving trucks, you gonna see some shit. Somebody said my budding video was funny. Hey, shout out to everybody that's in here right now to be watching my voiceovers, man. I appreciate y'all so much for that, man. For real. I be just having fun with it too. I'm no comedian. I'm not a comedian. I never really was interested in being a comedian. I don't really want to pursue that shit at all. But I do enjoy making those voiceovers, man. It just be fun, bro. I love like watching animals and shit anyways and trying to do the commentary for them. So I just took that shit and started doing it on YouTube. That's it. So I appreciate y'all for watching. Like I said, man, be easy on your boy. I ain't no comedian, but I do that shit to promote my music. It's another alternative way of promoting without me having to pay for advertisement. Because when you do ads and shit, you got to pay for that. This is a way for me to advertise my music without me actually having to pay for ads. So it's just another creative alternative. So if anybody's in here right now that made music and you're looking for a way to promote your music, find another way to promote it. Don't do ads. Find a way to something that showcases your other side of you. Do that and then promote your music with that, and other people will fuck with it. I promise you, especially if you're being real about it and you showing your personality, because that's my personality. And those voiceovers, that's who I am. I'm dark, but I like to cut up and talk shit and just say shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's me. Y'all getting a real depiction of who I am as a person. Like that's my goofy side. You know what I'm saying? When I'm goofy and acting a fool, that's what I do. Everybody who knows me will tell you that. When I get into that mode, I get goofy. I start saying shit. It might be funny, it might not, but in my head, I be laughing like a motherfucker. So, hey. Y'all stupid. Somebody said broke truck driver sitting in the car talking about other men. This man is back again. Anybody in the comments saying he's broke obviously doesn't understand. Thank you. Keep pushing, man. God bless us all. Peace. Appreciate you. Somebody said jackass. Yeah, so like I was saying, man, back to the music shit. Anybody that's in here right now, go check out my music. If you haven't, please go check that out. If you're new to my channel, go check it out. I made music too. And a lot of the music videos that you'll see, I actually edited those, took place in filming them, directed them. So I do a lot of different things. It's not just, get on live and smoke a blunt. Like, you know what I'm saying? I make music. Some of my music can be more creative than others. Like I do have an album out right now. It's called Me Versus Me. Go check that album out. That's a very personal album of mine. It's during a time where I was going through a lot, and that album took place in real time too. So as I was writing it, things was taking place. You know what I'm saying? So listening to that album now, it's almost like a premonition of things to come for me. Because it's almost like everything that I said, I spoke. It was crazy. Like I spoke it into existence. Like, so go check that album out. It's a little raw. Could have been a lot better with the mix. It's all right. I like it raw like that. The imperfection is beauty to me. I don't want my music to be completely perfect. It doesn't need to be, because I'm not perfect. So my music is going to represent who I am as a person. And even in the quality of it, the recording of it, it's going to represent that too. But don't get it wrong though. You can still understand what I'm saying. The clarity of it is still there. It's just I just know sonically it could be way better. So, but if you want to check me out, you want to know if I really do music, how I am as an artist, go check that album out. I got singles and shit out. I do those for fun. But when it comes down to my like my albums, my projects, I like to dive into those a little differently. So check out my album. Somebody said stop talking about it and do it. Stop talking about what and do what. What are we talking about here? We got to elaborate. We can't just leave vague comments like that and then expect somebody to know what's being talked about. You're gonna have to elaborate, my boy. Stop talking about it and do it. What are we doing here? What are we stopping, on the conversation with? Like, what are we doing here? Your favorite artists aren't sitting in their car talking about the album to 77 people. But they do get on live. So I don't see what the issue is. And you guys don't really see me on live often. Honestly, to be real with you, I probably get on like maybe once every 2-3 weeks. Most of the time I'm posting or I'm working, taking care of my kids, taking care of my family, doing what I gotta do. So it is what it is. That's a good point. Somebody said, who is hiring a person that's smoking weed as a truck driver? Ooh, that's a good point. But see, that's the thing. There's ways around everything. There's ways around it. There's ways around everything. There's ways around it. There's ways around it. Hey, yo. Dude just trying to get off on me. But I'm going to just leave it alone. Hey, yo, shout out Christian. Happy birthday. I did see that comment. So, shout out Christian. If you watching, happy birthday, bro. Ah, my boys, Derek Carter. Hey, he know. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Where there's a will, there's a way. People sit up and talk about it, but hey, life is stressful, bro. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. There's another option. See, y'all throwing them out there now. See, look, you see what I'm saying? Where there's a will, there's a way. There's a way around everything. Yeah. But I ain't told my name. It ain't like my company is so large to the point to where people gonna know anyways. Nobody follows my social media to that degree. I keep my entities separate. IQ is IQ, but my name is my name. Just like whenever I hid that shit on my license, I'm not putting that shit out for the world to see. I'm just letting you see I gotta see it ill. That's all I need to know. That's all y'all need to know. Somebody said you got your nose piercing in jail. Oh my goodness. We must be getting bored on here. I've almost been on an hour, so usually I try to get on and stay on for probably about like an hour and then I get off. Somebody said, fuck the Jews. Yeah, I guess you could say that too, It's all fun and games until you get caught. Yeah, you're right. That's very true. That's a very good point. I ain't gonna sit here and try to talk shit about you like that, because that's not the case. Because you're right. You're definitely right. There's consequences behind every action. Let's see. Let's see here. But anyways, back to what I was talking about though. Good morning, Shannon. Um, back to what I was talking about. So a lot of people in here told me that they felt like 50 Cent would dominate T.I. in a rap battle, which is interesting because I wasn't expecting it. A lot of people would, I was expecting to lean on T.I. for that because of how T.I. raps, and he still does it, you know? Um, Hold on, Hurricane 11. We not gonna do that because there have been some artists to talk about those things. There are some artists that will grow up literally within the entertainment industry. The message that they start off portraying or conveying at the time, whenever they first start making music, as you notice, it starts to change. And the reason why it starts to change is because they start to change. They start to mature. They start to grow up. There's a lot of habits and things that we have when we first come into things that over time it doesn't end up being the same. You know, every day is a growing process. Every day is a maturing process. We gonna change over time. So I don't really think that people who, you know, maybe even witnessed the killing or you know, seen these things take place in their neighborhoods or whatever the case may be. Sometimes I don't always think that they talk about it because they're trying to glorify it. Sometimes people talk about it because they're trying to make other people aware of it. And there's nothing wrong with that. You know, you want people to understand where you come from because it gives them a good idea of who you are as a person. You know what I'm saying? Like where we come from makes us, it molds us, it shapes us. So, you know, I don't really see a problem with anybody talking about it. Now, if you on there talking about how you gonna do this to somebody else or you gonna do that to somebody else, that's something different. And to be honest with you, I don't really think that I've heard T.I. say anything like that to the degree of like trying to kill 50 in his song. I don't think he said that. He's just spitting facts. That's all he's doing. Like, and there's nothing wrong with that. So, like sometimes, man, we gotta let go of our opinions to certain things and try to understand it before we, you know, talk about it. Because sometimes I feel like we talk about things and we don't always understand. You know, like we hear things in people's music and we automatically, oh, they said something about a gun or they said the N word in their song that this is who they are. Nah, bro, like it's not always like that. Some people, you know, have been through some real shit in their life and that's what's molded them to be who they are. But over time, they will change. You just got to give them that time, you know? But that's just my opinion about it. Hmm. Now, okay, Hurricane 11, you do got a point about wearing, you know, 50's mom. That's petty. That was super petty. But, you know, it's no different than, you know, fat jokes or yo mama jokes. You know what I'm saying? Like when we was in school as kids and we sit up and talk about somebody's mama, we don't necessarily know if that person's mom is dead. And probably has been instances, I can't even talk, instances of where, you know, there's been a conversation held and somebody did say that. And then afterwards they threw a joke, you know, trying to, you know, be funny in that situation. But I feel like we are so harsh on the hip hop side of things just because of how aggressive it is. But it's no different than anything else that you've probably done when you've been a kid. You know, you've probably been on the playground and you and some other kid was throwing your mama jokes at each other, talking mad shit about each other. So yeah, it's disrespectful and you might not agree with it, but like I said, it's no different than that. Yeah, King is like 25, and that's what I'm saying. Like he's still young. Um, and a lot of the stuff that he's doing is very immature. But I mean, it does kind of speak volume whenever you got parents that are not, you know, saying like, hey, like, and me and my homeboy was having this conversation, like, you know, and I told him I was like, I didn't necessarily agree with King participating in this just because this is a grown man thing, you know, like, and I mean grown man. This is between his dad and 50, period. But then once 50 put King's mom in it, you know, he has a great reason for why he's participating in this situation. I'ma just be real. Like ain't nobody about to talk about my mama either. But um I do feel like maybe Ti should have probably been like, look, I got this. I'ma handle this. Don't worry, I got it. You know what I'm saying? Instead of having the whole family get involved, because now this shit is getting too messy and it's just getting too much. But then again, it is entertainment. So I mean, we sitting up here talking about it. So, it is what it is. But I'm not gonna let my son participate in some shit like that. I don't care how old he is. If this is between me and another man, I'ma handle it. Ain't nobody else about to step into this. I got this. Hmm. Damn, somebody just keep putting that shit. Damn, bro, I get it. Shit, call him. All right, everybody see it? Call him. Call Tips. Call him. We got it, bro. Damn, what? He put that shit in here 6 times. Yep, 6 times. Damn. So yeah, you must not like Ti at all. No, wait, he's still adding. Damn, he's still adding them. You see what I'm saying? Yo, Carby. Yeah, please. Yeah, call who? Call who? Mike Jones. Hey, somebody said Mike Jones. Oh, I get it. I get it now. My fault. Somebody said Mike Jones though. That's funny. Um, yeah, I don't know. Okay. Um, somebody said 50 got them hands. Ask Floyd. I mean, we heard around. We all have heard. 50 can box. I mean, we've seen some stuff here and there. So I mean, I know. I already know. But outside of that, I feel like from a lyrical standpoint, I can't even really say who would do better from a lyrical standpoint. Because I've seen 50 like for real just rap. Outside of the whole you know trying to make a hit type shit. Like I've heard him just rap, man. He can rap. Um, some people say Eminem writes his shit. I don't know, but regardless, like from a lyrical standpoint, I think being that 50 is from New York and he understands how to punch. I think that's very important when it comes down to who would win in this situation. Ti, I've heard some stuff from him, but I haven't fully heard like some crazy creative bars. Like back in the day, and I'm just being real. We're gonna talk about it. I mean, I haven't really said this about 50 either, but um, back in the day growing up during my time, like, Lil Wayne was that dude. Like you listen to some of his music, you gonna hear some bars, you gonna be like, yeah, that shit was fire. I don't really remember saying that about Ti. And Ti was putting out a lot of songs. There wasn't like some lines that he said metaphorically, like in the sense of like bars, like just throwing punches. You know what I'm saying? Like I haven't heard nothing that's been that crazy creative. Now he has some dope songs and he can write great music. Please don't get that twisted. But I haven't really heard him like say some shit that was just like, you know. And I haven't heard that with 50 Cent either. So for me, I feel like both of them might be kind of equally matched lyrically. Like I think both of them have wrote great music. Yeah, I'm a 90s baby, but nah, and I'm not saying he don't have no dope bars. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that for me, Lil Wayne was that person that had that explosiveness. You know, when you hear some shit like for instance, this is an example. Real G's moving silence like lasagna. That's creative as fuck. Like, who thinks of shit like that? I've never heard T.I. or 50 say some shit like that. For me, I just feel like they may understand that part of it, but they just don't carry that type of essence in their music. Um, they may have the ability, but I just haven't heard that from them yet. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's not that I don't think they're capable of it. It's more or less I just have not heard that from them. So I don't really know who's lyrically more, better. They just both have great music. Yeah, yeah. He don't have bars that stick with me. Like, it hasn't been nothing that's just like, damn, that's crazy. I can't believe he said it like that. Like, that was creative. They both write lyrically great music. Like, I'm not saying I don't connect with their music, but it's just from a creative perspective, the lyrics are not as creative. Like, they say things to the point to where it's easy to digest it and understand it, but it's nothing to where I have to think about it. But I'll probably have to check that out. You said TIP mixtapes. Okay. I might have to go back and dive in. I ain't gonna sit here and pretend like I know everything because I don't. So if you got some info, I'm willing to learn. Ain't nothing wrong with learning. Because I'm definitely a Ti fan, but there's probably some shit that I just haven't heard from him. So I'll definitely check that out. Um, oh my God, yeah, Let the Beat Build by Wheezy. Oh my goodness, my favorite one, and it's still gonna always be my favorite, is the Run This Town by Lil Wayne. Mm. Jay-Z wouldn't let that nigga put that shit up on the streaming platforms, and I understand why. He dominated that song. He dominated Run This Town. That nigga went the fuck off on Run This Town. That's like my favorite track by Lil Wayne, period, because he just went off. Um, damn. Yeah, he was rapping on that shit. He was rapping on that shit. He said, nigga, we are so ready for the CARTER. Put the beat in ER. I'm coding in BRs. Add another 3 Rs. Watch me like DVDVCR. Pump to your chest, they ain't talking CPR. Riding this track like a motherfucking streetcar. New Orleans carpenter, his name is Frank Minyard. Fuck with me wrong, you'll be waking up in his yard. Man, I go crazy on the beat. I go Nimrod. Man, I act the ass, treat the beat like a hemorrhoid. Oh my God. Whoo, shit. Yo, telling you, Lil Wayne was different during that damn mixtape. What? Telling you, what? Yeah, he was rapping on that shit. Um, that's always No Ceilings is top dog for me. That shit should have been an album. Fuck a mixtape. That shit should have been an album. Let's see. Yeah, I remember they was. It was like a little beef. It didn't get out of control or nothing, but yeah. Cause I mean, to be honest with you, I think Lil Wayne was supposed to sign with Jay-Z at one point. It was definitely like a talk or a conversation about it. Um, Lil Wayne said, "Fuck that." He went a different direction with it, but yeah, that damn song was fire. He did Jay-Z dirty with that shit. He took that shit and ate it. I don't think I've heard anybody rap on that shit that good. Like I heard a lot of different versions of it, but Wayne's was crazy. Yeah, that Wayne era was different. It definitely was. No Ceilings. But I remember when that shit came out. I was lit. I was lit off of that shit. That shit should have been an album. Should have been an album. So and that's what I mean. Like, when you think about like no ceilings, and then you think about like T.I. and 50 Cent, when I talk about bars, that's what I mean. Like, they wasn't rapping with the creative side of it. They're more so just talking, saying they shit. You ain't really got to sit down and break it down and understand what they're talking about. It's just simple and put in plain format for you to understand, which is nothing wrong with that. It's just that, you know, that's something I haven't heard from them. So it would be dope to see, but we ain't gonna get that from them. I'm gonna just be real. We not getting that. Yeah, for sure. You gotta put respect on Weezy's name. That man he had the game in a chokehold, boy. That shit was crazy. His era was different. Man, he made my school time lit. For sure. For sure, man. We sit up and talk about some of his songs. It's crazy too, because sometimes he would say some shit and it would take us like a couple days just to dissect. I'm just like, what does he mean by that? What? And then we finally understand, and it's like, damn, like, wow, that's some out of this world shit. He definitely made a lot of people step their pen game up, for sure. Look at my son riding a four-wheeler, y'all. Look at my daughter. Look at this shit. Look, he chasing her with it. I'll come running out of me. Nope. 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 He ain't even chasing you no more. He's not even chasing you anymore. What are you doing? All right, y'all. So I'm about to get off live. I've been on here long enough, so I'm about to get off. Shout out to everybody that tapped in. Shoot the shit with me. I appreciate y'all, man, for real. If you haven't already, please go subscribe. Check out some of my content if you haven't. If you have already done those things, I appreciate you so much for just rocking with your boy. I ain't even gonna call you a fan because that's not how I look at things. Just rocking with me, you know what I'm saying? Just rocking with me. Check my voiceovers out. Fuck with those if you do. If you don't, it is what it is, But I appreciate y'all for real, man. So much love to everybody, man. I hope y'all have a blessed day. And let's get active. Let's do something. Let's do something productive today, all right?